Hey y'all, welcome back. My name is Katie and I detail cars, clean cars, and deep clean cars. Today we're back with my husband's Sonata, and today we're going to do an exterior detail, including we're going to polish and wax his car. And this is the first time I've ever polished or waxed a car, so I'm excited to do it. Hope you stick around, subscribe, and give a thumbs up. As I said, this is my first exterior detail. If you also enjoy interior details, I will include a link here so you can watch my latest interior detail. Pressure washer didn't help with getting any of the dirt off. I was really surprised. I thought it would help. I don't know if the dirt was just really baked on or ground in, but none of the dirt came off with the pressure washer. It did help getting the car ready to wash, but it didn't get any of the dirt off for this wash. After doing the pressure wash, the next thing I moved on to was cleaning the tires. Here I'm using the Trunova wheel cleaner and the Chemical Guys wheel and tire brush, and this is the one with the short handle. And I will link these in the description box below. And anything that I do like, I will link in the description box below. There's a couple things I used today that I just didn't like, and I'm not gonna ever link anything in the description box that I don't personally like. So this is the tire brush after I did all 4 tires. That was the original color, and then that was after the 4 tires. I'll wash it off now. This car was still very dirty after the pressure wash, but I used Armor All car wash and then this mitt I got off Amazon, and it cleaned up really easily, very fast. But then I went to do the same thing with my CR-V, and it did not clean it, and I was very frustrated. And my husband had an old thing that he had bought just at Advanced Auto Parts, and that worked so well, and it cleaned it so quickly. So I'm not gonna link this mitt. I'm actually not happy with it, but I will link the Armor All car wash. I think that did work well. If you guys have any other suggestions, please leave them in the comment box. I am looking for anything that might just wash it a little bit faster. It did work on this car, but just not as well on the CR-V. I personally think that trying to wash behind these door handles is one of the hardest places to wash in the car, and it also gets really, really dirty, and it's also the place that you touch the most, so I just want to get it really clean. I found that using the detail brushes helped, but if you guys have any suggestions, please let me know, and also let me know, what do you think is the hardest place to wash in the car? I wonder how many of you are just freaking out right now. This is my first time ever trying to polish a car, and many things go wrong right now. I'm using way too much polish. I should have started while I had the polisher on the car. There's a lot of spray that just went everywhere, all over the car, all over me, and then the little thing, that little bag just blew off. I don't know, everything went wrong. And here I truly thought that I had just ruined my husband's paint job. I really thought I had ruined it, but it all turns out okay. It does. I went back with a wet rag and just buffed it out, and now it actually looks really nice, but it did take me a while to get it back to looking good. This is where I figure out the wet rag trick. I take a dry rag and then a wet rag and then back to the dry rag, and this really helps to get any of the excess off. After this, I go and I fix the trunk. I just didn't show it on camera, but I do go back and I get all the excess off the trunk, and it really fixes the trunk. So today's a new day. I didn't finish the exterior detail last time, which is sort of becoming like a theme. And if you're wanting to get into this, just know that you can really do 2 to maybe 3 exterior details in a day. It's really much faster than doing an interior detail. I bought a polisher to do the compound and to do the wax. And the polisher I bought, I don't think it would have done the compound correctly. So on that day, I went out and I bought this Ryobi orbital sander. I got this at Home Depot, but if I can find it, I will link it. I really like this. I thought this did the compound very well. It took me a little bit to get used to how much compound to use, but I really was able to do the compound very well and get used to it pretty quickly using this. Today, I'm going to finish with just the wax coat. I'm going to be using this. It's the Meguiar's Ultimate Liquid Wax. And again, I'm going to be using that same orbital sander that I just showed you to do it. So I changed my mind. Told you I was going to use the Ryobi for doing the waxing today, and when I read the directions on the back of the bottle for the waxing, it said to use slow speed. The Ryobi only has 1 speed. It seems pretty fast to me, so I'm going to use the polisher that I bought off Amazon that I didn't want to use for the compound. This is what it's called. It's the Black & Decker Orbit Waxer and Polisher. I don't know if the polisher part I could have used for the compound. It has a waxing pad, which is what I'm using here, the blue one, and it has a white buffing and polishing pad. So I might have been able to use that for the compound. I wasn't sure, so I did buy the Ryobi, and that did work well for that. I just don't know if it has the right speed for doing the waxing. So now I'm switching to this, and we'll see how this works. first time I've ever waxed a car. I am enjoying this more than I thought I would. Like, it's just so satisfying to see the finish come back on this car, and it's much easier than I thought it was going to be. The compounding was a little more, I guess, just stressful. I thought I was going to like ruin the paint job, and it took me a little bit longer to figure out like how much compound to put on. But this waxing I'm finding easier and just a lot of fun. So yeah, if you're ever wanting to just try it, give it a try and see what you can do with your car to bring the finish back. Thanks for watching. I really hope you will subscribe and turn on those bell notifications. And here are those before and after shots.